Thanks, Jamie, and good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Neil, and I have the honour of being the best man on this special day. I thought it would be diligent of me to research online in preparation for this speech, and after a while I came across some really quite good and interesting material. Anyway, that's enough of Kate Middleton images for now. It's a good sign. I want to take this opportunity to say how lovely the bridesmaid Claire and her girls, as Jamie said, look today, and what a great job both yourselves and the ushers have done. In true wedding tradition, that's the beautiful bride Ella has stolen the show. Jamie has already thanked everybody that's been involved in making today so special, but it's been a fantastic effort by everyone. And thank you in particular to Linda for hosting what will surely be remembered as a brilliant reception tonight. I mentioned earlier that being asked to be Jamie's best man is an honour, and it really is just that. Such a responsibility hasn't come without pressure though, so I sought reassurance by performing this speech and rehearsing in front of a live audience at the local retirement home. You know what's coming. I think it went down quite well, but I mean they all pissed themselves anyway. I first met Jamie when we both played football for Aldershot. At training one day, he reached out a hand in footballing etiquette to me as the new guy in the team and drilled a ball over to me, which I managed to get under control. If anyone else thinks it that bad, just say it. Even at the age of 12, that was the sort of consideration and goodwill that I've come to know and treasure from him as a friend. Best man shouldn't cry, I thought it'd be nice. I thought it'd be a nice thing to do today to research online under historic events of the 15th of September. I was secretly searching for dirt on Jamie's beloved Arsenal. My thinking was surely they must have sold an influential, world-class match winner at way under market value on this day in history at some point. But I guess we'll just have to wait until the January transfer window. Some of you may be aware that Jamie's a competitive so-and-so, and he likes to win no matter what the contest. Pro Evolution Soccer, anybody? Jamie and a group of our friends have been partaking in what's become the legendary PEP football tournament over a number of recent years, which are hosted and organised by the main man himself. When I say organised, I mean organisations like STEPCO and the Olympics Committee. It is organised. Official website, celebration, cake, team entrance music, and even party poppers. It's better than this, to be fair. You name it, he's organised it. No. He really goes to town, going as far as commissioning medals and a trophy for the winner. Gotta love it. I often feel that his desire to get his hands on that trophy is greater than the other players, not only to prove he's the best, but to make up for the shortcomings in Arsenal's trophy cabinet over the last 7 years. Actually, didn't the PEP start around the same time Arsenal stopped winning trophies, Jim? It's alright, Trev, I know I'm on thin ice, so I'm going to move on. As I said earlier, me and Jamie became friends through our mutual love, football. The team at the time was managed by both of our fathers. And let's just say that neither of us were afforded the luxury of favouritism that one might expect in such circumstances. Keen to avoid any hint, and I mean any hint, of bias for their own lads, Ken and Trev would give us the proverbial hairdryer before, during and after the game, just in case. Man of the match or not. I think it's referred to nowadays as tough love. Often through adolescent fear alone, we became tougher, quicker and better footballers than we should have been, and formed unshakable friendship and understanding along the way, both off and on the pitch. So rest assured, Ella, if Jamie doesn't pull his weight, you know he'll be familiar with and respond well to a good old-fashioned bollock. Many of you will know that Jamie is known to be both obsessive and neurotic when there is a job to be done or a target to be reached. Am I wrong? This has been evident on a number of occasions in preparation for today. He's often sought help from his special friend, his Microsoft Excel spreadsheet.
Always.
In order to budget his finances accordingly. Sounds responsible, I know. But I have it on good authority that on the morning of his stag weekend he walked into his bank and actually withdrew precisely £62. As this was the allocation according to the Lord Almighty. His Excel spreadsheet. It's funny because it's true. Talking amongst ourselves last night, we reminisced how he has become known, how he has been known of late to refuse dessert with a meal or even a trip to Alton's most exclusive eatery, otherwise known as the local Italian restaurant. You know this target was not for missing, he is giving up food of all things. That spreadsheet has certainly got a lot to answer for, but the old fella deserves praise today for what we see before us. To the spreadsheet. To the spreadsheet. During preparation of this speech, I deliberated over making a mention of some of David's ex-girlfriends. It's a sensitive one. But thanks to the outbreaks of foot and mouth disease and BSE, they were not able to make
Yes, darling. No, I can't take these off there because I'm still filming. I'm filming now.
Jamie met the lovely Ella. And I think
front.
he knew he was onto something a bit special.
Can you see him? Look, he's
He called me and said, "You better prepare your speech, I think I've met her." My initial response was, "Oh good, Jamie.
I got me.
Psychiatric ward.
Logan.
So you can imagine my joy and relief when I met Ella for the first time and realised just how perfect she was. And then Jamie has found someone that really inspires the very best in him. I said to Jamie when I first met Ella that I'd be the mad one not to marry this girl, and I'm pleased to report that he's taken the best advice I've ever given. I'm sure I speak on behalf of family and friends when I say thank you to Ella for making Jamie as happy and complete as he is today. Best man, I've had it pretty easy really. Owing to Jamie's anticipated fear of what I had in store for him on his stag weekend, he insisted on making most of the arrangements himself. If I don't have my way, we could have been running a slideshow right now of Jamie in some compromising some positions with some cross-dressing midgets. But you can't help. Not one for the general taste of alcohol. Jamie wanted to take the pace of his drinking on the night, whilst committing to getting smashed in true bachelor party fashion. What started off pretty tamely with some football drinking games and a few spirits, quickly descended into putting his face in a cocktail and down in shots of whiskey with the local landlord. As a relative drinking virgin that he is, playing catch-up was a great effort for a first-timer. Big thank you to Ella's brother Joseph, who cooked up some of the biggest burgers you have ever seen for the stag party, but sadly couldn't make it out for the drinking part, but I'm sure you're making up for it tonight, buddy. Now back to the real reason we're all gathered here today, ladies and gents, to celebrate the marriage of Jamie and Ella, and time for a bit of sentiment from me as the best man. People are called many things in this life, and much judgment is made in pretty much every situation that arises. Some judgments that you just know with more conviction than others. Some good ones and some bad ones. Children. That's definitely ruined it. Some good ones, some bad ones. Ladies and gentlemen, he's one of the good ones. He is one of the most thoughtful men I have ever met, and someone I hope I'll always be proud to call my best friend. Ella, you look amazing on your wedding day, and I know the Liddiard family are only too happy to welcome you into their realm. So without further ado, guys and gals, drum roll please, KPA. Please stand and join join me in raising a glass for Mr. and Mrs. Liddiard. It's for Mrs. Liddiard. Finally, before the party starts, folks, I want and need to say a massive thank you to one of the ushers, Ollie, today, for your help. I literally couldn't have done it without you. He knows what I mean. Tobes, go and get naked. Thank you.